I always wanted to own a Bitcoin mining rig, but I didn't want to have it running in my house due to the noise, and I didn't have a place away from my home that I could house it correctly as far as the specific electrical outlets that are needed, the cooling system required. So when I heard about a new opportunity that involved buying a mining rig through a retirement account and having the mining rig farmed at a different location, and the proceeds from the mining rig going into a Roth IRA, I was super hyped. Hey, this is Rochelle, and welcome to Multiple Passive Streams of Income. Quickly before I discuss this opportunity, I want to emphasize saving for retirement starting at a young age. The younger you start, the better shape you will be in the future. If you are working a 9 to 5, most jobs have retirement savings vehicle to invest in. Many jobs match a small percentage of what you invest into it, so you should be maximizing that match. In other words, if your job will match up to 7% of your pay, you need to invest at the very least 7% of your pay because the company matches free money for you. Having a company make payroll deductions makes it super easy, and you're gonna save, and you're not even gonna miss the money. I know people feel they can't afford it. I don't care how much you earn, you cannot not afford to save. So if you haven't started saving with payroll deductions, please make sure to make that priority one and get it done. If your job doesn't have a retirement investment vehicle, or maybe you're self-employed, you still can get an IRA at a bank. You can start a retirement savings account online, like a company such as Vanguard, for example. You just have to be disciplined and go to the bank and get it started. I cannot stress enough, the sooner you start, the more time you will have for your money to compound, and you will be better off in life later. Okay, let's get to the opportunity. So I saw a video made by Moto Tech talking about an IRA called CHOICE IRA. And they were teaming up with a company called compassmining.io. And he saw this information in a Bloomberg article. The article talks about the partnership and the tax-free nature of such transactions. I didn't know that when Bitcoin miners mine, the rewards are considered income when they are earned, which results in income tax owed. So this partnership was also trying to help miners have a tax-free option. And I'll put a link in the description below so you can read the Bloomberg article. In my opinion, this retirement strategy is appealing because I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I always wanted to mine Bitcoin from my own mining rig, and I always see compassmining.io being talked about by a YouTuber named Coin, and he's an influencer in the mining space. So I figured this would allow me to accumulate Bitcoin in a retirement fund, and I would be willing to buy a mining rig and give it a try. Compass Mining allows people to buy the mining rigs from them, and they have the connections with the mining farms, which allows you to send your rig to a farm and mine without it actually being in your home. So I found this great article written by a blogger named ALDEN about Compass Mining. She explains how Compass Mining operates. And it's basically you buy an ASIC miner from them, you get it hosted at a farm that they have connections to, and you will select a mining pool which the farm connects for you, and you provide a Bitcoin address for your Bitcoin accumulation. She also explains once she bought her ASIC miner and her facility plan, it took some weeks later for the hardware to be ready, but when it was, she was then able to log in and track her earnings and her miner's uptime. She also goes into great depth about how the investment works. Her example uses an Antminer S19J Pro, which goes for about $7,500. And you also have to pay a $150 monthly hosting fee, which covers the electricity and the other costs of your miner being mined at a farm. And she uses a website that calculates ASIC profitability, and that site estimated that she would profit $9,669.81 in the first year. So let's just say the first year pays back the money you spent to buy the ASIC miner. She also estimates that the top of the line ASIC can probably last about 3 to 4 years. It may last more. It's all going to be dependent on the maintenance of the machine. But remember, faster ASICs are going to come into the market, making your ASIC machine obsolete eventually. So she goes on to estimate that the miner can mine for 3 years, for instance. Let's just say the first year produces $9,000. The second year produces 75% of that, which is $6,750. And the third year produces 50% of the first year. So she calculates $4,500. This totals $20,250. So if it works out that way, right? We don't know because Bitcoin's prices go up and down. But if it works out that way, that $7,500 investment grows to $20,250 in 3 years. So my plan was to do this with my Roth IRA money in Vanguard, which allows the growth to be tax-free if I withdraw it after the age of 59 and a half. I actually don't plan on converting my Bitcoin to dollars. So the potential gain could be a lot more if Bitcoin goes up in price, and obviously vice versa, the results could be lower if Bitcoin price goes down. But I will put a link to this article in the description below because she really goes in deep on the investment, deep on Compass mining, and she also does it in layman's terms. So after I did the research, I signed up for their waiting list and I didn't hear anything back. So I emailed their support. They emailed that a funded choice account is needed to get started. And it actually was in the fine print. I just didn't notice it at the time when I left the email address. I just thought I was going to be on a wait list and they would contact me when there was availability. So on the Compass website, they explain the partnership and how it works. Basically, you fund your Choice IRA account, you purchase a miner from Compass with the proceeds held in your Choice account. And once the miner is online, mining payouts will be sent to your Choice IRA account. So I started the process around August 13th by creating an account with Choice. On August 15th, I received an email stating the account is being set up, but a delay has occurred due to the volume of new account requests. On August 20th, the account was ready and an email explained to me how to fund it. The choices are you can link a bank account to your Choice account, or you can transfer cash or assets from another IRA, or you can roll over a previous employer-sponsored plan, which I encourage everyone to start at the beginning of this video. So if you're not participating in one, again, you need to make that priority one and get it done. I have a few Roth IRAs with Vanguard, so I decided to move one of those Roth IRAs to Choice to be able to purchase the Bitcoin miner from Compass, so I selected choice number 2. Now this entailed an online application which was similar to opening up an online bank account. The only question that needs clarification is the package options that you have to select one on this application. Now you can change the option after you complete your application, but you do have to make a choice while you're filling out the application. So I have the 3 options on the screen. Option 1, there's no annual fee, and I believe your crypto is being loaned out, and that creates interest that pays for your fees. Option 2 is cold storage. They charge a 1% annual custody fee, which is paid monthly. And option 3 is called Hold Your Keys. That's $120 yearly and a one-time setup fee. And I think it also gives you 1 year of Casa Gold wallet service. But I do have more information on the screen from the email they sent me because that was one of the questions I asked about. So lastly, the application is going to ask you to attach your statement if you are doing the option I did. And so I had to attach a statement of my Roth IRA, which was online with Vanguard. On August 23rd, I started receiving update emails as to the movement of the transfer. So the transfer was initiated on August 23rd. On August 24th, Vanguard was processing the request from Choice. I received a couple of emails that the request was still being processed, and on September 3rd, the deposit was completed. Now, while all this was occurring, on August 27th, I received an email stating this Choice Compass partnership that would have allowed me to mine Bitcoin from my own Bitcoin mining rig that I would have situated at a mining farm, and the payouts would then go to my Choice IRA. Well, Choice is now postponing the purchase of equipment from their accounts. And it seems to be some infrastructure bill that has brought uncertainty to this opportunity now. So that's a bummer because that was the whole point of me transferring the money over to Choice. Now that this option is no longer available at this time, my first thoughts were to transfer this money back to Vanguard and continue to go back to investing in one of their investment vehicles. But since the money is already at Choice, and I always wondered how to use an IRA to invest in crypto, so here we are. I already buy crypto with a Coinbase account on a monthly basis because I believe crypto will be worth more tomorrow than it is today. I'll put a link in the description below for Choice, just in case you're interested in investing retirement funds with crypto. Now, this is not financial advice in any way. Please do your own due diligence. Do not invest any money you cannot afford to use. I would appreciate if you like or dislike this video. All interaction counts. As always, thanks for your time, as I know you could be any other place right now. Take care.